singular transformation method. Formulate bus admittance matrix or Y bus matrix using singular transformation method. Here for figure number 1. Show the figure number 1. Yeah. One, 3. Generator is provided only at bus number 1 and 3. Impedance Z12 is equal to 0.06 plus 0.06 plus 3J. Here Z23 is equal to 0.5 plus 1J. And Z13 is equal to same 0.05 plus 1J. Here, so for this network, you have to formulate or calculate Y bus matrix using singular transformation method. So what is our first step for singular transformation method? Yes, just recall the theory. What is our first step? We have to convert this network into graph theory. Yes. So everyone just try to draw yourself oriented graph for this figure number 1. Just draw the oriented graph. Oriented graph for figure number 1. Yes, just draw the oriented graph for figure number 1. 3 for each bus, 1, 2, and 3, and yes, the one is reference. Yes, here is the connection. I will not drawing. Hold the graph that you have to draw and send it to me. Yes, let me check. Still no one. Yes. This is your reference node. Yes. There is connection between bus number 1 and 2, 1 and 3, and 2 and 3. Then see, I have told you earlier that
3.
yes.
1 and 0, 1 and 0, and 3 and 0.
Yes, very good. It is 1 and 0 and 3 and 0. Why? Why?
Generator set less
The
than
generator is as it is always with ground terminal. You have solved the many examples in fault analysis where you will find that generator is always grounded or in star connected, star grounded. Clear? So with this reference, we have considered our generator is connected at reference node. There is no generator at bus number 2, so there is no connection between 2 and 0. Clear? So this is your oriented graph, or not only graph. Now, what I have to do to draw the oriented graph? Just assign the direction. Yes. Now, who will help me to give the numbers? Who will help me to give the numbers? What is the thumb rule for numbering?
Lowers.
Starting from lower number. So from 0 to 1, it is your element number 1. 0 to 3, it is your element number 2. Now 0 is finished. Now we will move towards the next element, node 1. Again 1 to 2 priority base. 1 to 2, it is E3. 1 to 3, it is E4. Now we will move towards the node number 2, and in 2 to 3, it is E4 and E5. Clear? Okay. Then, yes, we will draw the tree. This is your oriented graph, and from oriented graph, we will draw the tree. What is the condition to draw the tree?
All nodes must be included.
Yes, all node must be included, and there is no closed path offered by your network. Just number it 1, 2, and 3. Reference. There are many possibilities for or to draw the trees. Whatever you want, you can draw. Yeah. So, elements of trees are known as, yes,
Branches.
yes, branches. Very good. Clear? Then the remaining portion after drawing the tree, the remaining portion is your core tree. So just draw the core tree. In your case, you whatever you want, you can consider your as a tree. Okay, there is no criteria. Just only one condition you have to follow. All nodes are considered, and then there must be not a closed path formed by your network. Clear? Then the rest of portion one. Okay, this is your link. So numbering, which one is L4 and which one is L5? Yeah,
L4 is 1, 2.
yeah, L4 is 1, 2, and L5 is 1, 3. Clear. Good. So from this network, now next step is we have to formulate. So for formulation of Y-bus singular Y-bus using singular transformation method, we have derived one equation, which is Y-bus is equal to A transport Y into A. So for that, we have to calculate the system matrix or bus incidence matrix from this oriented graph, or say figure number 2. So yes, can directly write down this system matrix. Here, number of buses 1, 2, and 3, and total number of elements. How many elements are there in your network? Yes,
5.
1, 2, yes, 3, 4, and 5. So let's follow this tree and code tree to formulate bus incidence matrix. So for first element, which is connected between bus number 1 to reference. So here 1 to 1, you will get 1, then the rest of elements are 0. Second element is connected between bus number 3 and 0. So here 0, 0 and 1. Clear? Now look at here. Third element is connected between bus number 2 and 3. Yes. What will be the value for this third element from this tree? Yes.
110.
110. Just write down the equation for VB3. What is the equation of voltage equation? It is
V1 minus V2.
not V1. Here it is very
Minus V3.
V2 minus V3. So elements for this matrix are
0, 1,
0, 1, 1.
0, 1, minus 1. Yeah.
Minus 1.
Yeah. Same way for L4. Yes. What is the
1
Yeah.
minus 1, 0.
1 minus
Minus
1,
one.
0. Very good. And for L5, 1, 0, minus 1. Very good. Clear? So from tree and co-tree, you have to form the bus incidence matrix A. Now next, you have to calculate the A transpose and Y matrix. You have already calculated A. So from this network, you have to calculate the Y matrix. What is Y matrix? It is only a diagonal element primitive admittance matrix. Diagonal element primitive admittance matrix. So what will be the size of this primitive admittance matrix? It is depends on
5 cross 3.
yes, 5 cross 5 total number of elements. See the figure number 2, total number of elements E is equal to 5. So the size of matrix will be 5 cross 5. Clear? Same way, just help me to write down the elements or diagonal elements for this matrix. First element, yes, what is the value of first element from this system matrix, or we can say tree and co-tree? First element, it is Y10. How? See, the first element is connected between your 1 and 0. That means bus number 1, admittance at bus number 1, which is self-admittance. Because it is connected to reference node. That's why it is self-admittance. So it is Y10. Clear? Same way, the second element, here it is 0, 0, 1. That means at 3. Or you can refer also in figure number 3 also. See, the second element is connected between 3 and 0. That means the third number generator, which is connected at reference node, yes, or bus number 3 with respect to reference. It is Y30. Clear? If 30, then third element, yes. Now who will answer the third element?
Y23.
Y23, yes, very good. Y23. See, here the third element B3 is connected between bus number 2 and 3. So the admittance offered by this transmission line is Y23. Clear? Same way, what is the value of this fourth element? Yes, see the, yes, Y12, very good. Y12. And the last fifth element, it is
Y1.
Y13. Okay. Clear? And the rest of the elements are 0. Clear? It is only diagonal matrix. So rest of the elements are 0. Clear? Now, what you have to do? Just substitute this value of a and y in your equation number a, or you can say in your equation number 1. Yes, just substitute. Now, write down here the order of each matrix. What is the order of A? What is the order of A? It is, yes. What is the order of A? 5 cross 3. Here, the order of A matrix. Clear? Then is going to multiply with the matrix Y, which is in order of 5 cross 5. So the multiplication will give the order of 5 cross 3. Here the order of A transpose is, yes, 3 cross 5. So the multiplication of these both will give the final answer is 3 cross 3. Now you have to calculate the parameters, line parameters, which is given in impedance form. So you have to convert it into the admittance form. So next step is you have to calculate y12 1 divided by z12, same way 13 and 23. Clear? Similarly, you have to calculate y11. What is the value of y11? Plus whatever you will get in this final matrix. Clear? So y11 is equal to y10, 12 and 13. Same way y22, 20, 21, 23. Clear? And the last element, diagonal element, is y33, which is y30, 31 and 32. Clear? So just quickly calculate the value of each parameter 1, 2, 1, 3 and 2, 3. Yes. What is the value of y? 1, 3, 1, 2. Is 1 divided by 0.06 plus 3j. Convert into the polar, again in rectangular and again in polar. So what is the answer? Yes. Rest of the procedure will remain same as we have done for non-singular transformation method. Yes. What is the value of this y12, 13 and 23? Whatever you get, you have to substitute over here. Now, in this example, what is the value of y10, 20 and 30? Yes. Is it given any value of shunt admittance which is offered by this transmission line or line charging? There is no value of given for the shunt admittance and line charging element. So here y10 is equal to 0, 20 is equal to 0 and 30 equal to 0. You have to just substitute this. Minus 0.006 minus,
6 minus J.32.
okay, 0.32 J. Clear, good. Then 13 is, yes, value of 13. One divided by, it is that over here 0.05 plus 1J is same as for 2, 3. Yes,
0.05
0.05 minus
J.99.
0.99 G means 1J. Here, same way, 2, 3, it is 0.05 minus 1J, as both the values are same. Clear? Clear? So, just substitute the value of y12, 13 and 23 in your these diagonal elements. So, what is the value of y11? Okay. Y11 is summation of these 12 and 13, 0.066, yes, 0.056 minus 1.32 J. Clear? Same way y22 is summation of these two, 0.1 minus 2J is the value of 33. Just verify it by yourself. 31. 31 is, yes. 5 and 2, 3. Yes, it remains same, 0.1 minus 2J. Clear? So, the final matrix you have to write. But before that, you have to derive the matrix using this equation, equation number 1. And then you have to substitute this calculated value into the final matrix. Clear? Using singular transformation. So, clear up to this? Just calculate this final matrix.